Welcome to the Unplugged Commons. I'm JR, and I'm here to introduce you to the feature games that we are going to have on our tables in August this year. Our theme for August is the dog days of summer, and if you're in Texas, I don't have to tell you how absolutely unbearable it's been. So what better way to cool off than to come inside and play some of these fantastic games with us. Now, I do have to offer a caveat. If you were with us in May, you remember that our theme was cats. And so yes, this dog theme is part of how we are balancing the scale, so to speak, making sure that all of our dog friends are also well represented. The problem is there are approximately 750 million cat-themed board games, and there are like 3 dog-themed board games, and only a couple of them are actually any good. So I had to, let's just say, get creative with this category a little bit. So apologies in advance, but not all of these, in fact, probably not even most of these are strictly dog themed. That said, they're all an absolute blast, and I think you will love them. So without any further ado, let's get into what our feature games are this August. First up is an oldie but a goodie. It's called Good Dog, Bad Zombie. And in this game, you are playing as a dog in the wake of a zombie invasion. Now, the zombies did not target our canine friends, so you've basically been left alone. However, you've noticed recently that there are not any humans left around to give you scritches or call you good boy, and that's really kind of heartbreaking. And so you and your fellow doggos are setting out into the city to rescue humans and bring them back to Central Park, so that you can keep them safe and protect them. So this is a roll and move game. It is fully cooperative. And again, it's kind of fun because the zombies don't bother dogs, but they do bother humans. And so there are all kinds of ways that once you find the humans, you have to kind of get them back from the zombies, and the way zombies are added to the board, it does make this game feel pretty frenetic in a way. Again, it's very simple. The theme is very cute. You actually can use your own dog as a playable character if you want to do that. So yeah, there's a lot to love about this game. Ultimately, it's a great sort of medium to lightweight game that'll fit perfectly into our Unplugged Commons game night settings. I think you'll really dig it if you haven't played it yet. Next up is a game from Pandasaurus called Wolves. Now, again, I know we're already deviating from dogs, but dogs were domesticated from wolves, so I feel like this still fits. In Wolves, you play as a pack of wolves, and you're ultimately trying to establish the most territory. This is an action selection game, and you're all working on this big board that is full of lone wolves, and you're trying to make new dens and all this kind of stuff. This is, again, from Pandasaurus, no surprise, beautifully designed, great components. And the mechanisms play really smoothly together. So it scratches that same kind of itch as like a Wingspan or a Cascadia or one of those like nature lovers kinds of games, but this is specifically about wolves. So it's a really cool game, and it will loosely remind you of man's best friend, right? Though, again, I don't recommend petting the wolves. You should just admire their majesty from a distance. Fortunately, you don't have to do that with the game Wolves. You can get up and close and personal with it at any of our game nights. Next up is another perennial favorite of the Unplugged Commons crew. It is called Winter Rabbit. This is a game that is based on Cherokee mythology, in which all of you take the roles of different animals in the community, and you have found out that a particularly dire winter is on the horizon. So you have to work together to make sure that your storehouses are full and that you have enough to survive the winter. Now, this is a sort of succeed or fail cooperative game where if at the end of the game, when winter arrives, the 3 storehouses are not full, everyone loses the game. However, if they are full when the end game is triggered, then the person who was the most helpful wins. So this is a really interesting game because it's semi-cooperative. In fact, I'd argue it's maybe even mostly cooperative. And every action you take usually benefits in some small way everyone else on the board. So there's a lot of incentive to work together, to do a lot of communication. It's called Winter Rabbit because Rabbit is the trickster deity in the Cherokee pantheon, and he is a sort of AI character in the game that just goes around the board messing everyone up. So you just kind of have to watch out for him. And this fits because wolves are one of the playable creatures that you can be in the game. So again, there's your dog's connection if you're a stickler for the theme. But again, Winter Rabbit has proven wildly popular at previous months when it's been a feature game. It's an easy call to bring it back. The art is gorgeous. The interplay with Cherokee mythology is fantastic. And if you have not played Winter Rabbit yet, you absolutely want to put it at the top of your list. It is a gorgeous, super fun, very cool game. Okay, so we are now fully departing from the dog's theme. I apologize, but I don't think you'll mind too much because the rest of these games are all pretty great. First up is Paleo Vet. This is a game where we are presupposing Jurassic Park was successful. Dinosaurs are now back living among us, and you get to be a veterinarian who's trying to keep the dinosaurs from getting various illnesses. So this is a little bit of a engine builder, tableau builder type game where you're competing against everyone else to cure the most dinosaurs. And hey, doesn't that sound like a great way to spend an evening? Yeah, I think so too. Again, a fairly straightforward medium weight game. It's gonna take you, probably about 45 minutes or so to play it. So perfect for one of our game nights. And again, you get to work with dinosaurs. How cool is that? It's very cool. That's the answer. So again, even though I don't think there's any dogs in this, maybe you could treat a dinosaur as a new pet. Next up is Challengers. This is a fairly straightforward deck builder type game, and the real fun of this one is that it will play up to 8, but every round is 1v1. So if you're playing with 8 people, those 8 people all take turns playing against each other. So you're trying to build your deck and then compete with the other person. And then those pairings keep changing every time, ultimately crowning one winner at the end. So there's a lot going on in this game, but the mechanics are very simple. And if you've ever played a deck builder, you will have no problem picking it up. If you don't know what a deck builder is, don't worry, that's what we're on hand to teach you about. And I think you'll still pick this game up very quickly. It's a lot of fun. It's very easy to grasp. I think there's a lot of room for depth and strategy in this one, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Plus, it does play, with only 4 people or so, but it's really best when you can play with a full component of 8. So I really look forward to debuting Challengers at our August game nights, and I think you'll really dig it. Okay, our last feature game for August is called Concept, and I'm really surprised in retrospect that this one hasn't been a feature game more often because it's such an elegant and fun party game. This is a great one to start the night, to kind of break into the night, or it's a great way to wind down the night. But Concept is a guessing game, something sort of like 20 questions or something like that, where one person is the clue giver and everyone else is trying to guess. What makes Concept unique is that the clue giver is trying to use a series of set icons to help everyone guess. And there's a whole mechanism in here for how they can connect clues together that, again, rewards a lot of creativity and thinking outside the box and is really elegant in how simple it is. So what's great about this game is if you don't want the stress of being a clue giver, you don't have to worry about that. You can just focus on being on the team and guessing together. And if you really like a challenge, you can try to be that clue giver and pick one of those really difficult clues. I love Concept. I mean, as you can probably see here, it won Game of the Year in 2014, so I'm not really breaking any new ground here by saying it's a great game. It's a great game, and I think you'll really dig it if you've never played it. Again, not particularly dog-themed explicitly, but dog could be a clue that you would guess, right? So yeah, I just think you're gonna love Concept. I think if it had come out today, it would be using emoji as the different things you could use. So it'd be like, try to get people to guess a clue, given a bunch of emoji, right? That'll get you in the right area of how to play this game. But you're gonna love Concept. It's such a cool game. It's easy for all ages to get into, and yeah, it's gonna be at our feature game nights. So come play it. Last but certainly not least, in August, we have another Meet Your Maker event. If you have not seen Buddies, it is a cute little asymmetrical game where everyone is playing as different kinds of rabbits. That's right. And we have the art director of Bunnies, Darcy Taj, who's coming out on Tuesday, August 18th to Allen to debut and demo this game. She'll have some copies available for purchase if you want to get it signed. We're trying to cook up a couple more surprises there, but this game is incredibly cute. It plays up to 6, and it's very asymmetrical, so all 6 of the bunnies do wildly different things and have different wind conditions and that kind of stuff. But again, you can see the art here. It's absolutely adorable. So we are super psyched to have Darcy joining us at Tuesday in Allen at the Brass Tap on Tuesday, August 18th. So please, please, please mark your calendars and come out for that as well. Well, there you have it. Those are all of the feature games for August, plus that special event. Don't forget that we also have 12 hours of board games on August 8th. We still have a few tickets available for that. And we have a bunch of special stuff coming up for our commoners as well. Of course, as always, our feature games are all going to be set up, ready to play, and we'll be on hand to teach them. And we're also trying to do giveaways every week. We may also have a few brand new games coming out that we'll bring back from Gen Con. So stay tuned to the newsletter, stay tuned to our social channels. We cannot wait until we see you at our game nights. As always, we'll save a seat for you, and we'll see you then.